Hey, hi, sup. So real quick, this is gonna be like a completely, totally shorter session because this here is what we call admin. We had one for Dungeons and Mad Mage, and now we're doing one for Dragonlance. However, this one here is very much a quickly catch up on everything that's needed, so that way everyone's in place, so people know what's happening type deal. So, yeah, there's two bits that are like maybe a minute each, and then there's the full main session part. It'll all then culminate in and work real good for the upcomings. So yeah, sorry about that. Do enjoy. Arrivederci, catchy Versace. As yous all stand in this chamber, the slimy walls, the dripping water, as the sea elf pours out his gems down. And you hear the plopping of them all eventually. You feel the rush come over you, the blessing of the god. As it does, you look around, you can see that someone else has also received something. And you do lock eyes as you hear in your head from a very familiar voice. You are denied undertaking of the test. Citation: we do not want to appear to be taking sides in the war momentarily. Provisional membership only for now. You are aware that this is the voice of Wyhan back in Calaman.
Yeah.
It's been a while since you've heard from her. And this last you
Last
recall,
time was well, I was talking good about Rebel
the last
and
time you
getting
saw her,
one.
you took two
Yeah.
renegade mages right into her home. As it is, knowing the impending of the war and kind of knowing what's happening, thinking about everything you've done, you do technically have 25 words that you can use to reply if you wish.
I only have one. Understood. Maybe I'll add let me know when you change your mind. Thank you for your consideration, I guess.
As it comes to pass by, your mind immediately snaps into place as you are walking out, headed to God knows where, here in the northern wastes. So, as you stand in the weld area, as the sea elf has dropped in his pearls, and you all feel the blessing of the god, you hear that beautiful, beautiful voice of this unknown woman. Their friend is ready. You just have to decipher the texts. And in your mind, you know the texts. You feel like you've seen them before. Your mind harkens to the scroll that you found. As it does, as you look around, you can tell that other people in this room also got messages. In some way. As the camera, as it were, pulls out and up into the clouds, we have to take it back about a month to when a Civic Draconian killed Faen in the Wheel Watch outpost during a stealth assault. Let's run it back.
Okay.
Back to what is essentially a month ago. Maybe more, canonically. It's a Wheel Watch outpost. Faen, Renard, Exodus. Opened a door. Found a man. Renard and Exodus went upstairs, and the man turned out to be not a man, but a draconian in disguise. Faen, maybe not having all of his faculties, decided to take the fight. A fruitless attempt in the end, as it ultimately led to Faen's death. The following day, the party went and avenged his death. However, with it was not the end for Faen. As up on high, he was met by the gods, or a god in particular. Left to the deep, dark, black abyss to watch everything unfold. He watched as the party moved forth through the Wheel Watch outpost, all the way through to the Battle of Steel Springs. Their time spent there, camping before coming back, fighting Caradoc, fighting the man underneath, meeting Lord Soth in exile. He's seen it all throughout. However, in that time, he watched this by following a woman draped in red. She told him to follow, and her father will explain everything. As it were, you went to the desk of the old man. A tired and constantly working old man, as you see tomes upon tomes upon tomes arriving from nowhere and everywhere, as the man just seems to write, seems to know. As he writes and he knows, you watch. You see all manner of things being written down, almost at a breakneck speed. Things happening elsewhere in the world. You hear of liberations in the Colonesti area. You know that that's where you're from. Something's happened there, and it's now been resolved. You see the name Fizban coming up, and it's underlined. You can tell there's importance on that. You also hear, you also read in regards to, as you watch, things in regards to the Sea Elves heading from their sunken island, the Menestri, all the way over in the east, all the way up here to the northern wastes. You read of the small expedition of Sylvanesti elves headed from Egoth to the northern wastes. As the old man kind of looks at you. And your name is? Just cutting away.
My name is Faen.
Runs the book backwards for a moment. An unremarkable story to come, but one of significance. He continues to write. Yous are not to end the issues, but yous play a great deal part in ending the issues, the troubles. Taken too soon, he said. Most of us would not have agreed, but when one has no relation to any of us, it falls upon him to make the better calls and have better judgments. Or so they say. You watch as he continually writes in the book. You see, or read in this regard, written down the details of the exile of the group. And it, whose wording it was, you can understand, even through all the speed that this person writes at. You can read the whole story as it is. You know that they're only exiled in a covert way. Let's see. Old man looks over at you once more. Do you believe you can do more than what you've already done?
I do.
And do you
I
believe
don't.
that your friends need your help more than your replacements?
Would Fain know about his replacement?
You can read about it as it's going on, yeah. It's very much there in the book. This man seems to be in essence, a lore keeper for everything going on. As you're looking at it, he's reading about things, well, he's writing about things going on in Nordmar and Kendermoor at exactly the same time. You're reading history that you should have no idea is going on. You're even seeing small glimpses into things to come. He continues to write. Pardon me.
Fain actually reads about his replacement, he's going to think for a second. He was, I don't know. They seem to have gotten a bit deeper than what I was a part of.
You're aware that in your return they will leave. And their plans, and your party's plans, everything will come together once more. You
What?
You know nothing of the foe you fight. You know of her, but you know not of him. Would that be a correct assurance?
By her, he means Consaldi?
Tychesis.
Tychesis. Okay. Yeah. Who is the him in the statement that he's talking about? Actually.
You're gonna watch as he, still writing, leans back in this old chair, this old room, as he does, creaks something fierce. As he pulls a single book from out. Doesn't check the name. Doesn't do anything else, but he places it on the desk, opens it. He watches his fingers seem to just run through. As they do, they lead to a singular page. The story of Lauren Soth. Your friends were given a brief introduction. Let me give you his entire story. Lord Soth, as the female voice from behind cuts. Before the Cataclysm, he was a Knight of Salamnia, Order of the Rose, almost like your friend. He was the ruler of Nightland from Dargard Keep. However, things took a rather unexpected turn. He's gonna watch this. She's reading it. The women emblazoned in reds. You hear another voice cut through the darkness. His fall from grace began when he rescued the Sylvanesti elves from some raiders, including a priest, Isolde, and her attendants. Though married, he fell in love with Isolde, and shortly after his wife died, merely days later he married her. For all that he'd done, for disrespecting his dead wife's memory, he was cast from the order. He's gonna turn to look at this voice. Even the man rating seems to slow for a moment to show some form of reverence. You see, woman takes a step back. You see a older male with a rather strong physique about him. White hair and monk-like. You feel a very strong connection to this man. Should I continue?
Is he asking me?
Seems to be asking everyone.
Yeah, I say yeah. This is the current enemy.
After his casting out, we called to him to prevent the cataclysm. He failed, clearly, and destruction was brought forth. The knights fell into ruin, tarnished reputations. You know the rest. What you don't know is when he was given his quest, he encountered Isolde's attendant who blamed him for leading her from her holy path. They played on his jealousy and accused him of being unfaithful. His anger caused him to ignore our pleads, and he headed back to his keep and tried to murder his wife. In doing so successfully, the cataclysm was inevitable. With her dying breath, she cursed her to suffer one lifetime for every life lost in the cataclysm. We cursed him of undying. Both him and his wife's followers are now undead. And several of her attendants now wish to stop his attendance and stop him from ever achieving eternal peace. Are you willing to stop his attendance?
So, to get this straight, they don't want. Lord Soth is trying to undo. You said Lauren Soth?
Loren Soth is his name, like Loren or Loreen. Loren is his name. He just also happens to be a lord as well.
Okay. So he's trying to undo a curse that's been put on him?
It could be argued that he is trying to undo the curse that's been placed on him, yes. However, he's also doing his own things as well.
Right. What's the negative that would happen if he succeeds in his goals?
If he succeeds, then he rules and plunges the world into another cataclysm. Not even 1,000 years after the first. There are still people alive who remember the first. And the dead. Some of the dead remember the first as well.
If you would give me the chance, I'd take that mission.
Then you had best be prepared. Follow me. As you watch as the older monk seems to just start walking away once more.
Am I following him up? I'm following him.
Just follow on through. Time is weird. For it seems like maybe only moments ago things have happened. However, you also feel like you've walked for quite some time. Maybe it's the absence of everything. Maybe it's something else. As you do walk, watch as the old man stops for a minute and raises his hand. Another one from your party has fallen.
Who?
The Kenda. She has fallen to one of his. She went out doing what she did best, though.
Will she be afforded the same chances I've had? Or I'm being given, you say?
He got to her too soon. We were late. Chemosh claims another. They will not be offered a chance like this. Apologies. You, however, you must now prove yourself. He's gonna watch this. In an instant, the man seems to swing round. He does. wild, sort of jutting elbow towards you with almost malice and attack.
Whoa. Okay. Is this gonna follow like traditional D&D? I don't understand. Because you
See,
paused and gave me a second to react.
I'll give you a second to react.
I'm gonna duck out the way of the elbow.
He's gonna duck. You watch as he juts backwards with some amount of speed. As he does, you're gonna watch as this set of wings seem to form out, and as it does, you're gonna get this almost image in your head of a spider.
Fane's going to shake that off, not really knowing what it was. Is the wings from my back or the wings from his back?
From his back.
Hmm. Can
Yep. Yep.
say what he did one more time.
As he swung round to stick an elbow in your face, you kind of ducked off. As he does, he kind of jumped back, and as he did, a set of spectral dragon wings came from his back as he maybe jutted about, what do you say, 20 odd feet backwards.
Mm-hmm.
But took air as he did. So he didn't go in a straight line. I'm doing hand signals, and you can't see. Instead of going like in a straight line, he kind of went like a sort of small arc, if you will, a small
Like he glided back.
Yeah, like there was an explosion up and then a sort of graceful landing.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja shit.
God, I'm playing too many characters right now.
The server is up if you need to jump in and look at the shit that Faen can do.
Yes, sir. But with seeing that, Fane's gonna go, "Are you sure you're a monk? Because I can't do any shit like that."
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah. So he kind of jumps back, the wings. You are doing what?
Okay. I didn't see anything new that Faen can do. Or at least I don't remember anything.
There's nothing new that Faen can do yet. Faen is still old Faen, as it were.
Okay, gotcha. How far is he from me?
It says miles, but class the miles as feet, because it's still each square is like 5. So he's technically 30 feet away from you right now.
Okay, I'm gonna close that distance. Faen steps 30 now. Where is he? I guess I'll go ahead and... He's fighting with his fists, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna do... Eight does not hit. God!
8 most certainly does not hit.
I'm gonna do a... Flurry of Blows. And do 2 more.
You have extra attack. You can...
Yeah. I can do that as well.
Yeah, so I'm like, what are you doing, sir? Alt miss.
All miss.
Alt miss.
And with missing, Fane's going to Misty Step. Misty Step.
Base step.
Alright.
Features.
Face step and move back. Here.
Pardon me.
Here.
Literal god saves. I think you were autumn or summer. I know you were one of the aggressive ones.
It was summer.
So yeah. He just takes 5 fire damage apparently. Okay. No save. Well, he saved for no reason, but yeah. Let's see. He takes damage. Fire damage equal to your proficiency bonus. So, you know, the fire comes up as you do that. Is there anything else that you've done there?
That would be it.
Just gonna walks to you, and as he does, rubs his hands together and watches he extends. You see this floating moat of water. As he does, fires it over towards you, sir. My friend, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Don't let her out now.
Ah!
Or immediately pulled forward 10 foot. As you are knocked prone. Now walks up to you. This is a learning experience. You understand that, yes?
Yes.
Good. He watches, takes his hand. As he does, with each consecutive blow to your body, to your face, each and every one cycles the elements like you. As 4 straight attacks, 2 flurry of blows. Boom, 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 boom. He does. He walks back 5 foot. To your feet, boy. To your feet.
Fane's gonna get back up. That's my action that turn, right?
That's half your movement.
Oh, it's half my movement.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna step forward 5. Gotcha. Okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do you wanna try this again? We can do 1
Hits.
unarmed. Nice. We can do 1 unarmed attack. We can do another one as a bonus action, but without the what was it? Without the proficiency?
I believe it's without your dexterity modifier, but because you're a monk, you can do that anyway. But
Right.
that's a bonus action at that point.
Okay. Bonus action. You're the monkey here.
You are monkey.
Miss.
And then my last attack is going to be an unarmed strike.
Will also miss.
Okay, 1 sec. Let me see if it has to hit. Okay. On that first one,
Yep.
I'm gonna do stunning strike.
Yep.
What does yep mean?
Means you have stunned a god.
What does stunned do again? I know he can't do anything next turn.
Incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions. And fails certain save throws and attacks against them have advantage.
Okay, cool. That's gonna be the end of my turn.
Cool. So he can't do anything. Because
Okay, so
as a monk, you can end certain things, but that's not one of them.
cool.
So yeah, it's your turn again.
We're going to strike him again. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there we go. So where do these come from? Almost.
Advantage. Oh, I get advantage on attacks, right?
Until the end of your next turn, yeah. So 24 hit, 18 miss, 22 hit. You kind of, right, even in his stunned state, he is still quite hard to hit as you start laying into him. As you are, you can watch as he smiles. Is there anything else with your turn?
That's it.
Is he gonna? Oh, there he goes. Is he gonna comes to it once more? Yeah. You hear the cracking of bones in his back. So he takes his hand. Good. Let's try this. As he balls his fist tight, you watch as all manner of red seems to run through his arm. As he does, he once more hits you with everything that he can. Does a 15 hit?
It meets my AC.
Cool. I'm not going to insult you and ask if a 30 hits.
No, it doesn't.
But he's going to start firing these out. You're going to feel this additional something else. As the elements cycle through, you also feel this black necrosis take over, and as it does, you just feel as if you're starting to slow. As he looks at you. And tell me, who is your god? So you watch as his complexion seems to keep changing.
That's not something that I would have thought about.
I'm pretty sure you picked God when we started.
Ooh.
I just forget who it was.
I think I was picking between them, but I never picked one.
Time to pick
But
one.
Time to pick one. Okay. Let me scroll up and see him.
Paladine, Branchala, Habaduck, Kirijoloth, Majer, Mishkal, Solinari. As the good gods, neutral gods, Gillian, Chislev, Lunatari, Riox, Shinri, Sirion, Zevalian, Evil, Takesis, Chermosh, Hidukal, Morrigan, Nutari, Sergonis, Zibon.
Okay. I would want to pick one sec.
There isn't it. But I sent you in fucking DMs.
Okay. So right now, I'm gonna pick Medjugorje.
Cool.
That seems like a monkey god.
He's gonna looks. Who is your god?
And he's gonna hold himself, like, cause his hits hurt. He's gonna say Medjugorje through strange breaths.
Is he? He looks at you. Then why not? And it is your turn.
Are there any depictions of Medjugorje would be the image of a spider, right?
Would be an image of a spider. Something alluded to earlier on.
No. Faen looks genuinely confused for a second. And he's I would have thought he's gonna get down on his knees, bowing his head deeply, showing respect. Come on.
You would have thought what?
You were a spider. There's no depictions of you on the material plane, so I wouldn't know what to expect.
He kinda looks. There's only one of us that looks anything like an animal. And he is more civilized than most. You doing anything else with your turn?
That's gonna be it for right now.
So where is he kinda looks at you? Yeah. Places a hand on your head. This may hurt. You feel this sharp pain rush down your spine. As it does, you watch as these red shoots seem to run through your arm for a moment before settling in to be just a slightly lighter colour than the rest of your skin. You will thank me at some point. But for now, you just need to rest on it.
Is this like pass out pain?
No. Though it does seem to run down your spine and through what would essentially be your central nervous system.
I don't have one of those anymore.
But as it goes, for the time, you go on through the plains. So where you train, you feel that bond come through. You seem to come closer to your powers. This is the world's longest, most powerful, and most intense training you've ever had. You watch as, after a period of time, you do see the storm that your friends get in. You see them arriving in the northern wastes. They all seem to move, slowing through their areas. As they arrive at the mine, the spire, you watch as they fail to sink the area. Watch as they meet the sea elves. They go to the sea elves place, and you watch as they are blessed by the other gods. You watch soon after as this woman walks in. You're almost picturesque beauty. Blonde hair. Blue eyes, but not in that beautiful way, you know. None of your 1945 ways.
You said beautiful in the Aryan way.
Not like that. She walks in. There's one cleric headed towards the city, and another in the northern wastes.
She's
So,
speaking to me.
speaking of, you can hear her. She is having a conversation with someone, however. Whoever that someone is, they're with you. They will soon learn that we never abandon. And yet they perpetrate this lie. He watches this older man, the thick white beard and some nice looking green clothes, walks on in from out of nowhere. As he does, looks at everyone. Soon they will see that 'twas them who abandoned us, though their reasons are just. We never once abandoned them. They stopped believing. Bar the sea elves. They don't know why they do what they do, but they do it. And he is forever happy. That being said, we will soon stop my sister. And the old man looks at you. Be ready soon, child. For you are not long for this plane. You are here to see what has been going on and understand what has been happening. But you will go back knowing more than you should. Everything happens for a reason. Now, if you will all excuse me, I have some business to attend to. After all, Salamnia didn't fall in a day. The old man seems to vanish once more.
Huh.
He's cryptic, but it's true. We were always here. We reached out. 'Twas them who never listened. And I suppose now is as good a time as any to show we're here. Are you ready?
How long have I spent in this place?
Your overall training and watching what's going on, it's been about a month out, like, been about like a month material plane. However, for you, it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it also feels like it's been forever. Time is weird up here, but you've been able to track it through the progress of your friends and the progress of the seasons. As when you died, it was sometime in autumn.
Alright.
And you can tell that through everything you've been reading and watching, winter is coming.
Winter is coming. Well, I'm ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
You will be ripped from this plane at some point. Until then, it's best you ready yourself. It will not be pleasant.
I'll try my best.
Then, let us continue once more. It's the old man known to you as Majir walks away into the darkness as the nice looking woman nods and walks off as well. The area is quiet. And as you look on down, you see the fight ahead. You see the speed that your friends make up. After a brief while of training and all the fighting that you do, you feel this extreme pull. Something taking you from the realm and ripping you elsewhere. As Major looks at you, as everyone seems to form a small sort of circle. Do you feel ready?
I do. Thank you for everything that you've all done. And he's going to give them a deep bow of respect.
And go and help put an end to this war.
Alright.
As it were. And that is where we end you.